gotta stay out of my head. Stuck between my rights and my wrongs. Second guessing what I'm doing. Like, am I really there for my boy? Not enough, but if I'm paying child support, do the making for time that I've lost. Whole time paying this court system. Can't even call my little man a game system, cause my checks be short. And if your bag too short, well, you had to miss a month. Slipping up, I gotta pick it up. Grind limitless, but it got your folks like, yeah, I hope you don't get caught. Like I missed them payments on purpose. Cause you see I fail and I'm hurting. Ain't had no job, so no working. Or the job I work is not working.
Shalom, this is your Ark. Yah is magnified, coming back with another informative video. I titled this video, Quoting Fake Case Law. But before I tackle this subject, as always, I must state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, I do not practice law, and I do not pretend to. All my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. They're all facts and all truth. Nothing more, nothing less. So with that being said, guys, let's get to it. Okay, so it's this case law going around, right? Titled Penhallow versus Doan, right? That is a real case, but the case law that they're quoting to use in the sovereign citizen community is not a real case law, okay? I even quoted this case law prior in one of my old videos, but after I found out the truth about this case law, I didn't quote it no more ever again. And that was like almost 3 years ago since I quoted that case law, okay? But you have well-known scam artists on YouTube who keep posting the same case law, trying to use it as some type of argument in court. Okay, I'm going to show you all what happened in court when someone tried to use that frivolous case law that do not exist in Penhallow versus Doan. Okay, so now let's listen in. Let's hear this person right here use this case law. Let's listen in.
Look at the case law. Matter of fact, since people want to quote Texas, let's quote a Texas case law. Okay, Penhallow versus Doan. Inasmuch as every government is an artificial person, an abstract, and a creature of the mind only, a government can interface only with what? Other artificial.
Okay, so as you all just heard, he just quoted this made up case law as if it was in fact a real case law. He even read it with authority behind it as if he did his research on the case. Obviously he didn't, because if he did do his research on the case, then guess what, guys? He would have found out that this is nowhere near quoted in the case. And it's just that simple. And we will go over that as well by going to other court cases where other individuals quoted this same case law and other courts ruled that this is nowhere near in Penhallow. And I will also post the link to Penhallow's trial so you all can read the final order of the court and see if this quoted in there, which is not. Okay, so now let's read it one more time. It states, inasmuch as every government is an artificial person, an abstraction, and a creature of the mind only, a government can interface only with other artificial persons, the imaginary, having neither actuality nor substance, is foreclosed from creating and attaining parity with the tangible. The legal manifestation of this is that no government, as well as any law, agency, aspect, court, etc., can concern itself with anything other than what? Corporate, artificial persons, and the contracts between them. So this is the case law he quoted to make you all believe that the nonsense he's teaching is real. Everything he's teaching is false. Even this case law he taught is completely false. So now let's go to another court case with the rebuttal to this court case. Let's go there. Let's get this right wisdom, this right knowledge, and this right understanding. Okay, so like I always state, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let each matter be established. Now, this is the first witness against the fraud of law in that fraudulent video that he put up, okay? Giving y'all fake case laws and everything else. So now we're coming from where? U.S. versus Hingen, right? Which is what? A United States District Court in Mexico. Let's stroll up. We're going to see what is this. This is a what? A memorandum opinion and order, okay? Like I tell you all, I'm just not going to post the case law. No, we go over the whole document in its entirety so you can see exactly where it's coming from. Okay? So now, let's pick this up at Hingen contends that an all capitalized name has a different meaning than a normal name with initial capital letters. Hingen also submits that Penhallow versus Doan administrators provides a more precise explanation and sets forth the following quotations. Now, this is the same case law that the fraud law used, right? Now, let's see if he used the same quotation. He used the exact same quotations. Let's read it. Inasmuch as every government is an artificial person, an abstraction, and a creature of the mind only, a government can interface only with other artificial persons. The imaginary, having neither actuality nor substance, is foreclosed from creating and affirming parity with the tangible. The legal manifestation of this is that no government, as well as any law, agency, aspect, courts, etc., can concern themselves with anything other than corporate artificial persons and the contracts between them. So now, let's read exactly what number 1 states. Number 1 states clear as day. To rebut the nonsense, states that what? The court was unable to locate this quotation in Penhallow or any other source. So again, one witness rebutting that quotation is not in Penhallow. So now let's go to witness number 2. Let's go there. This witness number 1, which is this case law. Now let's go to witness number 2, which will be another case law. Let's go there. Okay, so now as you all can see, this is the second witness. Like I tell you all, to do what? To study to show thyself approved. That means do not take my word for it, but study for your own to show thyself approved. It's just that simple, okay? So again, this is the second witness. The second witness we're coming from where? In re-marriage of Sergeant. Let's continue on, okay? Like I tell you all, we're going over complete court orders. This is the opinion, as you all can see. Now let's go down to Exhibit C, okay? So you all get this right wisdom, this right knowledge, and this right understanding, okay? These other YouTube channels, they on here to lie, to make you all feel good, to make you want to pay for their services. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, all right? So now let's pick this up. Let's pick this up at the top where it states Exhibit C. It states, Exhibit C is an invented quotation attributed to an 18th century Supreme Court decision in, again, Penhallow versus Doan administrators, okay? The same thing. But it further states that it is what? It is an invented quotation, meaning it's simply made up. It do not exist. It do not exist in Penhallow, and can't nobody go through Penhallow and show you the original judge's decision and or written opinion about it where it says it. And it's just that simple. But like I stated before, when you have well-known scam artists who are only there to make a quick buck, they can care less if it's true or not. They just want it to sound good, but they can get you to go in there and pay for their services. Alright? Because he don't want to go back to selling them cell phone plans. But let's continue. The quotation says, inasmuch as every government is an artificial person, an abstract and a creature of the mind only, it's basically the same thing we just read over, but let's continue. A government can interface only with other artificial persons. It goes on to state that governments, including their courts, can only be concerned with corporations, not natural persons, because governments and corporations are both imaginary. Governments are foreclosed from creating and attaining parity with the tangible. Now, let's pick this up at the top where it states right here, guys. This is your rebuttal. Neither, let's read this right here. It states, neither the United States Supreme Court nor any court has ever held anything of the sort, and the quotation is obviously fabricated. So the quotation that the father-in-law has put out there on his channel is completely fabricated. Again, he only deals with the frivolous because he don't have understanding of what he's doing. Like I said, the stuff he says sounds good to a bunch of dummies. But to me, he sounds dumber than a bag of bricks because he is. Like I told you all, man, the guy don't have a clue what. But let's continue to see what else the judge had to say to rebut the fabricated case law that the father-in-law is using to try to deceive his clients to believe in something that's not true. Let's pick this up right here where it states the, right? It says what? The first known appearance in print of the word interface was in 1882. So the word interface was first time printed was in 1882. But this fabricated case law has the word interface. But the case law started in 1795. Fabrication at its finest, guys. Like I tell you all, understand what's going on. Don't take no one's word for it. Study to show thyself approved. Like I told you, how many times do I have to expose this guy for being a fraud? I'm gonna continue to expose him till everybody get the picture. But let's continue. It states, let's further on. It states, its first appearance as a verb, the way it is used in the fabricated quotations, was in 1967. So the first time they used it as a verb as they used it in its fabricated quotations, was in 1967. So it's impossible for it to be in that quotation, or for this quotation to even be legit, because this quotation is not found in the Penhallow case law, okay, or in the judge's opinion. It's not found anywhere. So again, guys, that's all I'm going to do for today. Like I tell you all, study to show thyself approved. Don't be deceived, man. What the scripture says, be ye not deceived. Why? Because Satan is walking around like a crouching tiger trying to see who he will destroy. That's it. That's all. So he's playing on a lot of people's emotions, trying to tell them that they can do stuff that he know they can't do because he never did it himself, or none of his clients never did it. Like I tell you all, he never won a state court child support case, never won a federal court child support case, and he never won his own child support case. And it's just that simple, okay? And also, I gave him one warning. I said, bro, if you threaten me and my family one more time, I'm going to get you arrested. Plain and simple, simple and plain. So now, let's see what you do now and call my bluff. Because like I told you before, man, I'm going to expose you till you can't be exposed no more. So you better control your emotions and take this whooping like a man, nigga, and learn how to get your brain up, because you acting real slow right now, putting up fake information to try to make yourself look good. But again, y'all's magnified, exposed the fraud for who he is. So now, guys, that's all I'm going to do for today. If you all need my help, hit me up in my email at y'allismagnified@gmail.com. Let's get this right wisdom. Let's get this right knowledge. Let's get this right understanding. Ain't nobody going to stop this truth, man. This truth is like a freight train, and it's coming. So again, guys, you all be blessed. With that being said, I say shalom.